This week I went on a trip to the Lake District in the north of England. We had amazing weather. I was there with a group of mountaineering friends. There was snow on the mountains and we climbed up to the top where we had amazing views. We were so lucky because it's not often this clear, but it was incredible to be up there and see so far all around covered in snow. I really love being in the mountains and I was so happy to get this early winter experience. Normally this kind of weather doesn't come until much later. I love to be in nature on my own, but I never really do mountain things alone. I always go with others just for safety. But it's also so nice to share this experience with a group of other people. Oh my goodness, it's actually really cold now. It's really nice to have the stove going in here, but I also am realizing how much work it is just to keep a stove like this going, to keep a place warm enough. Right, so I've hopefully got enough wood for the day in here now, so I'm going to get changed and do some work. I'm looking for my tambour needle, which is a kind of embroidery needle that I used to use in my old job. Last week, when I was doing my spinning and knitting, I had loads of creative ideas. One of the ideas I had was to stitch text, maybe like meaningful quotes, onto fabric. In the summer, I made myself this little neck scarf, which was actually a really nice accessory to have. And I thought maybe it would be nice to have just like a very subtle bit of embroidery to remind me to think about the text or the quote. This is why the needle is called a tambour needle, because the fabric is stretched really tight like a drum. I think that's where the word comes from. Okay, I just sat down to start and then I realised I probably need to transfer the text I want to do onto my fabric. So I'm just going to do something on my computer that I can transfer onto the fabric. So to transfer this text, I need a light box, and I don't have one, but I've got this piece of glass, and I think I'm going to try and put it over this. I found this lump of clay in the ploughed up field on the farm. I'm just soaking it in some water because I got really excited by the idea that maybe I could use this clay to make something. It's come out of the earth, like out of the land, and it feels amazing to think about that, to think that maybe I could make usable things with this material. What is it that the squirrels and the mice know that I don't know? I collected these wild hazelnuts a while ago. I was really excited to find them because usually they're all taken by the animals, and I thought that I did really well to find these. But now I'm cracking them open, I'm finding that there's just nothing inside any of them. And now I realise that the squirrels probably left them behind for that exact reason. But how did they know? How did they know there was nothing inside these? I thought I'd make some firelighters using natural materials. I actually used to make these for when I went camping. They are like bits of egg boxes, these bits, that I would fill with matches and beeswax, and then you can just like strike the end of it and it should turn into a firelighter. But I thought I would make some with this stuff this time. I've got a load of like wood shavings from a project that I kept, and I think if I put those in, pour beeswax on it, then that might make some nice firelighters to get the stove going. I got this egg tray from the pub I work at, and hopefully I can use some bits of this. We just cooked the dried runner beans. What does it taste like? Tastes fine. I also want to add chestnuts to this stew. So I'm just going to try and steam them in my pressure cooker and see if it makes them easy to shell. This actually worked really well. It's made the chestnuts really easy to shell. They've gone a little bit mushy though, so maybe I left them in too long. This actually already feels like amazing clay. There's hardly actually any dirt in here, I think. I just feel like I could use this straight away. I've just got this out of the stove and I'm so excited. It's the little pot that I made out of the clay from the farmland, and I think it is fired. It has actually cracked, like some bits on the side have obviously cracked off, but it hasn't actually broken. It still looks like a pot. Yeah, I'm just so excited about this. I think it means this clay does actually have potential to become something usable.
Thank you.